Hello once again, Star Wars fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and I have a Hot Toys item that I'm sorry to say, it's been quite a few months since I've had it, and I haven't done it. I kept wanting to put it off. I didn't want to do it without, waiting for the right moment. Problem is, I waited too long. I forget what this one is. They give you a hint. I'm sure people who are in the know the stock numbers. MMS51916, I'd get 1/6 scale figure, SWR1DK. Now sometimes I see things that come up that I'm like, oh, all right, I get that, but I'm not 100% sure. SWR1 R1 Rogue One. Okay, now you just gave me a hint. DK. Could it be our favorite baddie from Down Under? Maybe it could. Let's see. Yes, it is. It's Director Krennic. Yes. The man, the myth, the legend himself. The man who we didn't see on the Death Star in the original, even though we had that big meeting with that big, huge conference table, and there was that one chair missing, and we wondered who that was. It was this guy. He, sorry to say, met his fate on Scarif when they destroyed the city. All right, so we got, of course, as Hot Toys is always known for, Sideshow and Hot Toys have this amazing photo art, or not art, but photography that they put of the figure, which is just awesome. Okay, he's got his nifty cape, and he's got his white uniform. It comes with this nice little Director Krennic, like little front thing. I don't know if that's an exclusive item or whatnot. Then, of course, we have this wonderful art. I love this uniform, this Imperial uniform. I'm sorry to see that it hasn't been utilized that much. In fact, I think you saw it briefly in Episode 4, New Hope back in 1977, and then you really from background characters. Then there was no main character to have it, so you didn't see anybody with it. And then it didn't really come into play again until Director Krennic actually wore it and as a main character, except for maybe Yularen. I think Yularen in, I don't know about the Clone Wars, but I think in Rebels he was wearing a white uniform, so he was kind of, I guess, sort of falling through that. But I think that even happened after Rogue One. So, and then I think there have been some First Order officers that, particularly in Last Jedi. So let's see what we got here. Okay, and again, like all Hot Toys, it comes with lots and lots of little extras. And one of these days, I'm going to do an episode where I'm going to take a bunch of all the Sideshow figures, and I'm going to take them all apart and replace them with all different hands and arms and legs and whatever they come with, and then just to kind of mix it up a bit. But not that ain't happening today. So, all right, let me just get all the accoutrements out. I think I'm going to leave his arms and his hands and I'm going to get his nifty hat. Although I don't know if the hat will fit. I'll have to check it. Oh yeah, you know what? If you use the hat, darn it. If you use the hat, you have to take his hair off and do that. So I think I'll leave, for now, I'll leave the hat out of it. But I do want one thing, and that is that. You know what it did come with? Oh, this is so cool. It comes. Oh, darn it. Hang on. He's got his funky bass, which I love. The basses are great. But no, when I'm talking about, I'm gonna need a little help here, guys. He comes with his raincoat. I love his raincoat. I don't know if I want to put it in, though. I have to think about it. Excuse me. His weapon and his hand went flying here. Sorry. Try to keep things kind of organized when I close the box. I gotta think about this. Do I want to put on... Oh, it looks like... Oh, you know what it looks like? It looks like it's a smock. Or a dicky, like it folds over him. Let me just kind of take a look at this before I decide. Do I want to put this on him or do I want to not put this on him? So let's see. It just looks like, yeah, it looks essentially like an overcoat kind of thing. And he just puts it over. Yeah, my only problem I'm half feeling is it's even made of like a vinyl, almost like what a raincoat would be made of. It has no elasticity, so I'm a little bit concerned. I think I'd have to take his head off. Do I want to take his head off? I gotta think about this. You know what? No, I think I'm gonna let this one go, and maybe that'll be something I do on a future episode, way in the future when I want to, pick out. Maybe I'll do like, all right, I'm gonna reshape, 5 figures, and I'll take all the stuff out and do that. Oh, Jesus, that's too close to me. So what happens is this all goes up in my attic. Actually, I was actually thinking in a future episode of actually showcasing my attic, because it's not really, there's not really anything on display in the attic, but it does have some pretty awesome posters that I have kind of on display up there. And I just want you to see that while I may be an unboxer, you are being difficult, Krennic. While I may be an unboxer, there is plenty of stuff up there. So, okay, I'm rambling. Excuse me, but I get excited. Okay, well, he does have his helmet, or he does have his holster. So I think I'm gonna put that in there. Oh, of course, he has this like belt on, not belt, but like a wraparound thing, which is a pain. Thank you. All right, and his boots. It's like. It's funny because one of the things, I've always absolutely loved the military-esque look. And I'll tell you why, because, the uniforms of, you can't really, there are people that have had arguments that say, is it wrong to cosplay as a Nazi soldier? And my feeling on that is it's a little insensitive. I wouldn't do that. But just to cosplay. But if you really want to have that similar feel, but not be insensitive, cosplay as an Imperial officer, because it's got lots of similar vibes to it. All right, so I'm going to give him his holster, his gun. He's going to holster his pistol, and he even has it. Thank you. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Okay. Not that he always wears the pistol, but, it's okay. All right. Now, do I want to put his hat on? I don't know. I don't think so. I just think this outfit is fine the way it is. So, oh, this is awesome. I'll get you lots of close-ups, lots of shots of it. Let me just get this thing going here. Always dropping something on my episodes. Always dropping something. All right. Interesting. I don't know if I need that, actually. Olsen Krennic. Directed Krennic. I think this I'm going to. All right. So what I think I want to do, I'm not going to actually use that. I'm going to position. I will say the cloak comes a little wrinkled, which is kind of sad, but not too bad. I'm actually going to bring his hands. Sorry. Can I get them behind here? Yeah, that's what I want. I want that one that way. I want this one like that. Yeah, there we go. All right. There he is. Olsen Krennic. The designer and builder of the Death Star. So a lot of people say Rogue One is the greatest movie to come out of the Disney era. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say that to the extent that I disliked any of the other things that Disney has put out. I think that it's really cool to take that simple idea of how the rebels stole the plans and build a story around that. And I thought that the characters within that whole film were outstanding. I think that it was interesting that you knew that you couldn't really build a series, although I guess they're trying to now with Cassian and K2SO, but you really couldn't build an extensive series based on the characters in that movie, because you all know that, you know, with the exception of the ones that we know, like Vader and Bail Organa and Mon Mothma, they pretty much everyone else, and some of the Rebel pilots, and pretty much everyone else didn't really last much beyond, and even Bail Organa didn't last much past this movie. So it was great to see that one-off kind of work that way. So I was excited about it. I thought it was great, and I hope that Disney gets brave and, you know, eventually when we get out of our current situation, we'll consider putting out some more one-off stories. I do understand that, you know, there's only so much you can do with the story that's been told so far, and to tell stories right around it, yeah, that can happen, but it's a challenge. And I know that they're trying to, you know, explore areas that haven't been explored yet, and I get that. So we shall see what happens. But I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed that movie. This figure is amazing. I thought that Mendelsohn did an amazing job playing this character. He was fun. He was a fun villain. I loved his scene with Vader. I loved that he got choked. I thought that was awesome. And you know, I thought he met his fate in a very ironic and appropriate way by being taken down by essentially the Death Star laser, which is fantastic. So, and again, Sideshow / Hot Toys rather hits it out of the park with an amazing figure. I'm a little slightly underwhelmed with the cape, only because on the back, and I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but there is a little bit of a wrinkle here. But I just think that they were going for the kind of material that the cape was made of. And again, it does come with several different arms. It comes with the hat thing. You know, oh, now I'm thinking, all right, should I try it? I'll try it. Oh, jeez, I know. The episode's pretty short, so I guess you can handle a few minutes of me trying to do this. I don't know. Poor Krennic. Sorry, buddy. He looks so weird. If I put... Okay. There you go. You know, I'm not so sure now. I kind of like him with the hat, too. I don't know. That's a good question. And the other thing, too, is really interesting, is that I'm having a hard time seeing this actor as a bad guy now, because he played in Captain Marvel. He played one of the Skrulls that was kind of a good character. So, you know, it's kind of interesting to see. He's a good actor. He can blend both ways. You know what? I'm keeping the hat. I like the hat. I'm keeping the hat. So, head can go in there. Hat can stay there. Awesome. All right. So that'll do it for this week's episode. Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Welcome to our new subscribers. We keep getting a few trickle in every week, and that's kind of cool. Again, I'm not really doing this for any kind of being influencer status, but it is nice to have some subscribers. But again, if you have any ideas, any things you want to see, leave a comment, let me know, and hit the notification buttons. And you know, I usually drop episodes every Sunday and Wednesday. Check out my TeePublic store if you want to help support the channel. We do have some really great t-shirts and everything from t-shirts, stickers, whatnot, all with some really cool Star Wars collecting inspired art. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.